Shut up and sit down.
Now, the idea behind this video came from the goth subculture, the goth topic in general. This is just a perspective. I'm really just going to read from an article and just give you my feedback on it. And I even kind of debated like putting on a whole different attire, as I can show you guys right now on the screen, as to what I'm currently wearing right now from top to bottom. Not my most goth attire specifically, but I'm like, I don't really find it exceptionally necessary for the following video. I'm trying here. But yeah, so I do have an article I will be using to riff off of. This is just my honest take on the shit, and if it bothers you, that's your problem, not mine. I'm going to actually post the article information as well. This article comes from a website called ovnikki.com. This is what the following video is about. How to be mall goth. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say the following, and this is my honest opinion about it. Feel free to disagree. It's not on me as far as I'm concerned. I am of genuine belief that there's no fucking such thing as mall goth. To me, just sounds like goths, teenagers who are at the mall. It's not even its own subcategory, which apparently in some people's minds it seems to exist as such. If you know anything about gothic subcultures, you've undeniably heard of mall gothy, otherwise known as spooky kids or alternative kids. From what I've known, they're just called baby bats primarily. Like, they're young, they're naive, they're just getting into it. This term first popped up in the late 90s, yet slowly trickled off through the 2000s until now. Okay, that's cool. The mall goth aesthetic and verbiage are swiftly making a revival, but many people are unaware of what this type of spooky subculture is actually about. It never needed a revival. Goth as a general whole has never died and never went away. People just ignore what is and isn't trending. Just because it isn't trending doesn't mean it went away. If you want to know everything there is to know about mall goths, keep reading. This comprehensive guide explores the dark alleys of mall goths, from their fashion choices to their music preferences and so much more. Okay then, sure. What is a mall goth? Before we can get into mall goth aesthetics and personalities, we need to discuss what a mall goth actually is. Mall goth is a term given to those who pair gothic aesthetic and mainstream nuances. Okay? They tend to have a passion for gothic items in ordinary shopping malls. Hot Topic and Spencer's, I'm guessing. Which differs from traditional goths who prefer DIY or specialty stores for a more individualized appearance. Well, realistically speaking, the OG goth or thrift store kids, they took cheap, affordable clothing and made it cool, or made it look more appealing as a general whole. There are people who buy shit at a Hot Topic and will modify it irregardless. Folks will DIY shit regardless if it's bought in a mall or at a thrift store, so that's just stupid. Their music taste also varies greatly. While traditional goths listen to gothic rock, death rock, dark wave, and the like, mall goths prefer nu metal, such as Slipknot, Korn, and Marilyn Manson. I'm definitely going to say I believe that this article was written from a very satirical point of view, but I'm going to say right now that whatever you think the stereotypical mall goth listens to, scrap that idea from your head. Typically, most baby bats who do shop at these mall outlet stores that do sell gothic or alt type clothing and accessories, they listen to everything for the most part. There are those who do have their preferences, but for the most part, they listen to just about everything. It's not just this. It's not this tight-knit. I listen to a lot of the stuff. Everyone grew up or was exposed to Slipknot or Korn or Marilyn Manson at some point in their early childhood or early youth. It doesn't make it specific to mall goths at all. I can pretty much assure you that a lot of mall goths themselves do listen to actual music done by other goth bands like Typo Negative, Bauhaus, Susie and the Banshees. They do listen to other shit. Like I said, I myself have shopped at a Hot Topic. I've shopped at a Spencer's. I listen to everything, not just goth and dark and all this shit. It's mall goth fashion. How to be mall goth. The mall goth style is definitely inspired by the goth subculture. No shit, because it is goth primarily. It is not its own subsect. It is just goth, okay? With plenty dark clothing and gothic motifs involved. However, mall goths tend to include more alternative and readily available clothing items in shopping malls, setting them apart from the rest of the goth world. I'll say this much. I will honestly say that it is fucking annoying that the majority of every very popular name brand that is typically aimed towards the goth and or alternative subculture is primarily all fucking online based, where you have to deal with the shipping and handling cost, the already bullshit expensive prices of said items. So yeah, you can't really get mad at baby bats, if you will, who shop at Hot Topic and Spencer's, because the shit's more fucking affordable and readily available. Hence why I myself like to shop at a Hot Topic or Spencer's, because it's fucking affordable and it's right there. So for those of you who do see that as a fucking problem, gatekeeper. Like I said, mall goth is not a fucking thing. It is a stupid ideology. If you ever utter the words mall goth as a thing, you're telling me that you genuinely believe that they're doing something odd. When in reality, we're the ones who are idiots. We should be in a fucking uproar with these fucking companies. We should be pushing them towards actually working with outlet malls to get more of what we like in stores, rather than being like, oh, mall goth. No, we got it twisted. Here are some top fashion staples of mall goths. Dark colors. Mall goth fashion embraces the traditional color of goths, black. They didn't embrace shit. As I said before, mall goth is not a thing. Goth is goth. So they didn't embrace shit. They already had it to begin with. However, the critical difference is that mall goths won't shy away from colors. Some prefer to keep things dark and mysterious, only opting for deep shades of purple, blue, and red. Whatever you think a goth is, scrap that idea. There's plenty documentaries documenting that not all goths primarily wear solely fucking black. Goths in general do not shy away from color. We have preference, but that doesn't mean we shy away from colors as a whole. Mall goth, or just goth as a whole, do not shy away from colors. We literally have variations within the subculture that have themes to them. Romantic goth, vampire goth, cyber goth, hippie goth, like various themes of them, which utilize color to some degree. Bullshit. Through and through. Others don't mind stepping outside of the gothic box and will throw on neon shades. Cyber goth. Gee, I wonder. They may also opt for band t-shirts and shirts with spooky imagery. You're not special. You're goth. For fuck's sakes, we wear band shirts too. The mall goth would not exist if it wasn't for outlet stores selling their items for more affordable prices and more in-store available items at a decent affordable price. If these guys actually worked with outlet mall stores that sold clothing, this wouldn't be a fucking thing. Many garments come from mainstream stores like Hot Topic and Spencer's. Some favorite bands include Lip Service, Trip NYC, Demonia, and Royal Bones. They're going for what's affordable and what's available to them. Even myself, I don't like having to spend a shit ton of money on clothing online when I could easily get it in fucking stores for cheaper. Doesn't make me a fucking mall goth. And I shop there and online, so what the fuck. Baggy pants and skirts. Otherwise known as trip pants, baggy pants with plenty of dangling accessories, especially chains, are a must for any mall goth aesthetic. It's not uncommon for mall goths to pair baggy pants with just a baggy oversized sweatshirt. Goths like to be comfy too. This ain't exclusive. Trip pants, like the accessories, it's the chains, the dangly stuff. It's not exclusive to the kids who shop in stores. You can buy the shit online too. Where do you think the outlet store gets it from? Online. Are you not feeling pants? No problem. Skirts are also acceptable in the mall goth world. Just decorate the skirt with metal harness straps. I need to hydrate before I get any more pissed off. Not exclusive. Not special. You're just a goth with more access to cool shit. You're just a baby bat, if you will, who has more access to the cool shit in stores versus going online. You don't have to wait 2 weeks for whatever package you had to come in the fucking mail. Chunky footwear. Not exclusive at all. Chunky boots are at the top of the list when it comes to mall goth footwear. The chunkier, the better. It's not mall goth, it's just goth. However, many mall goths also pair their clothing items with sneakers. Accessories. Mall goths love to accessorize, and there are plenty of ways to do it, including fishnets. Goth. Chokers. Goth and kinky. Belts. I'm wearing a belt too. What the fuck? Rings. Because no one outside of the goth community wears fucking rings, right? At this point, you're literally just accessorizing any shit you just get in general from online and stores. Again, it's not exclusive. Makeup. Like most other goth subcultures, mall goths use dramatic makeup to create a frightening appearance that garners attention. Goths by nature are just very, 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 very DIY and extremely creative folk, so experimentation with one's makeup is just a standard thing that they do. It's not uncommon. And there are even those who don't wear makeup at all, like myself. I don't wear makeup. I don't care for it. I don't have the fucking time or the patience, so doesn't make me any less fucking goth, or less mall goth for that matter. For example, mall goths prefer to use jet black eyeliner and dark eyeshadow. They also opt for bolder lipstick colors such as black, red, and or purple. They may or may not adorn their face with a pale foundation. Hair. To finish off the mall goth style, you can't forget the hair. Mall goths are very well known for dyeing their hair funky colors using manic panic hair dye. They'll typically seek out ultra bright and exciting hues such as bright red, neon pink, or intoxicating blue. Anything that creates that wow factor. This isn't mall goth. This is just goth at the core. This is goth simplicity. Every part that has been broken down in this supposed guideline is not exclusive to a subculture that is called mall goth. It's a redundant term, because by the same standards, every goth on planet Earth, if you had the ability to go in store for every single piece of article you own right now, whether it be a shirt, pant, belt, accessories, makeup, whatever, if you didn't have to go in stores, you'd have to rely on the other source you have. Stupid. It's really fucking stupid. They physically had the money in hand. They went to an outlet mall store and they bought their stuff in stores. Versus you, who went online, found it online, bought it, and waited 2 weeks maybe, depending if you got the express shipping or not, just to get your shit in the mail. And there's even festivals these days that they have in certain countries where you can travel to them and buy articles of clothing at these festivals and gatherings and concerts and shit. Like, you can physically buy articles of clothing that are goth. You don't call that concert goth. You don't call that festival goth. It's just goth, because that's what it fucking is. It's already DIY in its own right. It doesn't need to exist. It's literally just they found their shit in stores. You went the extra mile and had to find your shit online. I've bought Killstar crap online only to have to wait for the shit to show up in the mail, which is fucking annoying. I got it in the mail. I have them in my closet. If I knew that Killstar started having their shit available in stores, at a Hot Topic, at a Spencer's, at a retail store that I could physically fucking go into and purchase with my own money, would that make me a mall goth? That just make me a goth that has easy accessibility to the shit I like. Tell me, monkey, be careful if you're gonna come down. How to be a mall goth? You can't be a mall goth. It's impossible to be a mall goth. Just not a fucking thing. It doesn't exist. It's just an ironic term. It's a dumb term. It's a stupid term. It's just a person who shops in stores rather than online. Doesn't make you a mall goth. Take care. See you in the next video. Later.
Shut up and sit down.